Hi, this is Erik. I'm a personal trainer with Subity Fitness here in Encinitas, California, serving the North County. I'm at Fitness Smart, and I'm just going to do a little bit of an introduction for you all. Before we get started with the program, we're just doing a basic foundational program for a small group in Solana Beach. You know who you are. And the first thing we need to do before we get into any exercises is just talk really quickly about posture and core. So what we want to talk about initially is abdominals. The outermost layer is your rectus abdominis. It's your six-pack, flexion of the spine. And we've got internal and external obliques. They kind of run diagonally, and they're for twisting motions. Then we get into when we're talking more about core. Transverse abdominis, the fibers run side to side to support the pelvis and the spine. If we're looking at body composition goals, there's also a lot of muscle mass there to help us. And as we train more, we discover that all of our movements ideally sort of come from this power center, which is our core. In some sort of martial arts, they're calling that power center. It's the center of gravity. It's where all of our strength ultimately comes from. So just going to get you to find your hip bone, and then just inside the little fleshy area, just push in real softly and blow, like you're blowing out a candle. Now you should feel that muscle jump. You should feel a contraction there. Now see if you can hold on to that. Now you'll have to play with it a little bit and you'll get more comfortable with it, and as we strengthen the core with the exercises, this connection will be established and will enable you to tap into your strength. So what we want to talk about next is pelvic tilt. If you picture your pelvis, hands around your waist, like a bucket, we don't want to spill any water. Two postures are, you get this one, anterior pelvic tilt, you're spilling water up the front. It's this kind of monkey man posture. The other extreme is this, lordotic. And that's where we're spilling up the back, posterior pelvic tilt. And what we want to have is the perfect center. We've got lordotic, kyphotic, and we want neutral, spilling no water. So you can play around with that a little bit. Your pelvis can spill out the back, can spill out the front. We want it to be neutral. Now when we strengthen the core, we want to strengthen it with the pelvis in a neutral position. That'll make way more sense, but it's just really wanted to address that. A real quick exercise, not really an exercise, more of a sort of an exploration, I guess, is to just do leg slides. This leg has hardly any weight on it, barely touching the floor. This one, same deal. I'm going to make a couple breaths, blow out, engage my transverse, and then I'm just sliding my heels, keeping my back pressed to the mat, to the floor, transverse engaged, and just sliding with barely any weight on the floor. Something nice to do at the end, perhaps, with some of your abdominal stuff. And it's just, there's some strengthening going on, but it's primarily sort of getting an awareness of your transverse abdominis. Alright, so we'll continue with some more videos and going through all of the exercises.